Hello, my friends. Hi, guys. I can see some people hopping on. That's great. Hi, Nina. Back again. That's lovely. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Tanya. So, lovely that you're all here, my friends. My name is Angela, and I'm the owner of Creative Energy from Elfen und Helden. I'm an Elite retailer for Dixie Bell over in Frankfurt in Germany. Also the German distributor for Dixie Bell. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for joining me. I carry Grace on Design and the Grace on Design distributor for Europe. I carry WoodUBend. I love WoodUBend, Posh Chalk, made by Michelle, Iron Orchid Designs, loads of lovely things. So, and I'm located in Frankfurt in Germany. So it is 9 p.m. over here. So when you join me, just let me know where you're watching from. Say hi to me. Hallo, liebe Vera. So, excuse my voice. I've got a little bit of a cold, so my voice is a little bit squeaky. I hope it's not too bad and you can understand what I'm saying. So, also Instagram, please, when you join. Instagram on, I think it is, yeah. Instagram, just say hi to me. Also, if you haven't done it yet, hallo, liebe Ute. Ach herrje, liebe Ute. Ja, das ist wahrscheinlich jetzt, ja, auf der einen Seite zum Glück viel Arbeit, auf der anderen Seite ist es ein bisschen schade. Aber du kannst immer Replay schauen und wenn Fragen sind, bin ich gerne und immer da für dich. So, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. So, this beauty vanity, it's a pretty modern thing. So it's not solid wood. So last time we've cleaned it. Hallo, liebe Kerstin. Das ist gut, dass du da bist. I've cleaned it last time. I've prepared it with Slick Stick, as this is like a laminated surface so that the paint is going to stick on it later on. And I've done a second coat of screen, so you didn't need to see that. So, but the main thing was cleaning it and slick sticking it. I've taken the mirror out. I sometimes decide if I leave it in, if it's too tricky to take out, but this one was pretty easy. So I'd rather have it out instead of having the danger of damaging it while I'm painting. So, hi, Sissy. Okay, so I will decide, or we will decide, as Kerstin is here. She probably give me thumbs up or thumbs down on some of the things I want to put on there. She has a clear vision of what she wants. She likes clear colors. She likes bright colors. She likes clear colors. She's not into fancy, fussy things. So, but with this piece, she said, "Oh, I'm sure it would look nice if you put some of the WoodUBends on there." But we're not gonna go mad. You're probably thinking, well, you know, if I see what's laying there, you're not going mad. I couldn't decide. With my blocked nose, it's not only my nose blocked, it's like my brain is blocked also. So on the legs, I'm going to decide later. I'm first going to start on top here. So I'm going to put those to the side. Well, I need those definitely. So I was thinking, I don't need this one either. So this is already basically just taking out what I was thinking. Probably won't need those either. I think I will use, hallo liebe Anja. I think I will use, hallo Nicole. This is those are the swirls. They come in a pair, 1338. They are ever so sweet and they're ever so pretty. As I said, they come in a pair. I show one to Instagram, one to you. And look at those beautiful details. So I was thinking about having those just to add like a little bit of detail just around there. One on this side and one on the other side. Like this. Just like this, to pimp that up a little bit. So the WoodUBends, for those who don't know them, they are made out of wood. And Kerstin, wenn dir irgendwas überhaupt nicht gefällt, sofort Bescheid sagen. Aber selbst wenn es nicht gefällt, ich kann es auch wieder runterholen. Ja, also das ist, das funktioniert. Also die zwei, denke ich, das ist nicht over the top. This is not, they're not over the top. I think they're gonna go there. So I'm just putting them down to soften them up a little bit. I've got a criddle standing down there. To heat the WoodUBends up, you can use a heat gun. Where's my heat gun? There. You can use a heat gun. I know I was forgetting something. This is so weird, guys. I have everything prepared. I'm always forgetting something. It's I don't know. That's me. That's just me. That'll probably never change. So, okay. You can heat them up with a heat gun. You can heat them up with a hair dryer, which is obviously a lot safer than a heat gun. I know what I'm talking about. You can heat them up with an embossing gun. That also works. Heat gun, hair dryer and embossing gun will take a little longer, but they are much safer than a heat gun. I've put it just on a criddle so they get nice and soft while I'm talking away. So I'll probably do a lot more talking tonight than anything else. So as I said, those 1338, they come in a pair. So then I'm thinking, I am not sure. I have this piece here, which I quite like, which would, I haven't fixed those yet because I want to stencil on the surface of the table. I just laid those there so we can see the, I was thinking this one here. I think this will go, let's see, this will go pretty, there's like flowers on there also. I know she likes flowers. Can you see? Can you see now? Either this one there, just think it will look quite nicely in the middle. And either this one, or I do love this one, but this one I'm thinking on putting on the side. Oops, putting on the sides here. I'm gonna roll you a little back so you can see that, because I think those ones need to go there. Now, those legs, they're pretty plain, so I think the top can have just like a little bit, when you walk to it, that you know, it's just something catching the eye. Either this one there and this one there, or this one would be too big for the side here. This will just about fit into the middle. This won't be nice. Or we have 3 of those. But I think this one in the middle on top will be quite nice, and have those on the sides. What do you think? I'll bring it a little closer. And there's always, with all the things, little flowers with it. I know she likes flowers. So I think they are pretty. So this one, they are packed in 2, but we sell them in single. They are packed in 2, but you can buy them in single also. And this is the 1350, and look at those. I'm going to take that out because I'm not going to use it, because this is ever so pretty. I just love the WoodUBends. They have such lovely details and stuff. So they're wrapped in foil, and so they're packed pretty secure now, which is very good. I'm with WoodUBend almost since the beginning on, and at the beginning it was pretty difficult. I mean, they are solid as wood, but some of the items are very fragile. Obviously, the thinner they are, the more fragile they are. If you have like a little branch, it'll snap easier than if you have a big branch. So that's the same thing with the WoodUBends. And when they are cold, you can obviously snap them. They behave like normal wood. I wanted to show you that. Look at those. That's so sweet. I do love it. I hope she does. So, anybody hops on, don't be shy. Say hi to me. I'd love to see that. You know, I'd love to see who's there with me. Now you can see that a bit better. I think that'll look pretty nice there. Just to give it a little more interest. And then we will have those on the sides. This is the 1790. I'm going to bring that a little closer so you can see that a little more. You could also do like a little decoupage on that tiny bit here, that flat bit. So I'm getting ideas now. Guys. As I said, my brain is a little blocked at the moment with my cold. I'm just putting that down on the griddle so it can soften up. Well, I'm going to need 2 of those. And I should put the rest to the side. Ones I'm not using. Okay, there we go. So, for applying them, we use, excuse me, some regular wood glue. I'm gonna mark first where we're gonna go. Now what I forgot to do before, and I wanted to mark it, not to mess it up, but pen, something. Okay. I'll get my chalk pen. That'll do. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to take those off now before something drops. And to the back. When the WoodUBends are warm, they're nice and bendy, and you can cut them. You can wrap them around every surface you can just think about. You could even wrap like one of the trims around that mirror, but I thought this will be too much at the end. I think that's fine like that. That's fine like that. Let's see if I can bring you a little over here. So for applying, as I said, you use a good quality wood glue. My glue of my preference is the Tide Bond Quick and Thick. I've been struggling quite a while with glues and stuff like that, you know, with the WoodUBends sliding and stuff like that. And the Quick and Thick has just like the right consistency that it doesn't slide at the end. It's no problem when it's laying down, but obviously, so let's see, that's 70 altogether. 70 altogether. Let I find the middle. 70 altogether. So the middle will be 35, won't it? 35. Just about there. Just to get like an idea where I'm going to put that. It's not working. Oh, there it is. Want it to work. 75. I mean, this is not about perfection. If it's off a little bit, nobody will rip my head off, I hope so. So this is measured. Got my knife close just in case I need it. Probably won't need it. And let's start with those little ones up there. So this is nice and clean. And so this has been laying on the griddle. So this is now nice and bendy. You can apply those WoodUBends onto any surface you can think of. I'm putting the glue on there now. So I'm spreading it out If it dries, just put a little more on there, as this is hot, pretty hot. So obviously the glue is drying quicker. I've got to get the baby wipes. I've got to get the baby wipes, guys. I need those in a second. I run out of baby wipes. Can you imagine that? That usually never happens to me. So, but make sure the surface is covered nicely with glue, not too much, so you're not like having it too juicy at the end, but it's got to be enough that it's going to stick on there. So, this one was, let me think. This one, no, this one, this way around. Just gonna go this side. I'm gonna get up. Find proper position where I think I'd like to have it. What about there? Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Push it on here. So I'm gonna get them some baby wipes. Stay with me. Don't go anywhere. So if anybody is wondering, it is a regular cold. Firstly, I am vaccinated anyway, and secondly, I made a test just to make sure. I know that having blocked nose is not common for COVID, but still, I made a test just to make sure that everything around me is safe. So, okay. Now, this has already cooled down. To make sure it really snuggles itself to the surface, I'm going to reheat that, make it soft again. As I said, I'll have that like on a middle temperature. This heat gun. Be careful, you're not charring your project, and you're not charring the WoodUBend, and you're not charring your fingers. As I said before, I know what I'm talking about. Do as I say, not as I do. So then you can squeeze that, especially on the sides, onto the surface. In those areas where the WoodUBend is a little thicker, it'll take a little longer to heat up and longer to cool down. They need about the same time to cool down like they need to heat up. So that's what they do. Okay, there you go. And that already changes the whole thing, I think. First bit on. So let's see if we can get, yeah, Michelle, that's important. Kerstin, I hope so. I hope so. I'm sure it will. So one way or the other. So, okay, same thing with the other one. Put the glue on, not too much, not too less. Do you say too less? I'm sometimes inventing words and inventing sayings and some things like that. So after all, I know, Nina, you didn't know that. After all, I'm German. So what you're up to, guys, at the moment? Are you painting? Have you got anything planned for the weekend? So over here, autumn has come in. And the weather was not too bad, but not too nice. Also, on the weekend, we're supposed to get like a little bit of a golden October. Make always sure that you have the back of your mold nicely covered with glue, so that all areas of your WoodUBend molding is covered with glue. And then we go from there. Now that's gonna get interesting now. So let's see. Let's see that we have it almost symmetrical. I'm just going to put that there lightly. And I move back just to see. No, this got to turn to the left and go a little further down on this side here. You see what I mean about that glue? This is the nice thing about that glue. It is gripping. It is gripping, so it's not sliding off, and I have a chance to reposition it. I could have measured it. Maybe I should have measured it, but I think that's pretty much it, isn't it? What do you say, guys? That's it? I think that looks pretty. It is a bit wonky here. Hang on. Now it is. Now you can see that better. This is pretty much. What do you say? Is it okay? Okay. So. Get up gently. So those WoodUBends, they come in, I don't know, I would almost say in millions, and thousands of shapes and ornaments and trims and lovely, lovely things. So, as I said, make sure, especially around the edges, that they are pushed down and get solid contact with your project, that there's no gaps. If there's some glue squeezing out, you can't see that because it is white underneath, but wood glue is water-based, so you can wipe it off with a baby wipe. You can use a damp brush to take that off. That all works lovely. So, all works lovely. And I'm going to come in with a damp brush in a second, and I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm just taking an artist brush, just a brush like this. I'll make it wet. Got some water standing down there, and then I'm just going around here. So this is something, I mean, also like pushing down on it and stuff like that, what I've been doing just now. This is nothing you can do with any other molds, you know. If you do paper clay, you will ruin your ornament when you push on it. And if you work with resin or something like that, they are not as flexible, even when they are not, even when they haven't hardened completely. But they're not as flexible as the WoodUBends are. That's just the way it is. So on the WoodUBends, as they are out of wood, as I said, in a cold state, you can sand them, you can drill them, you can saw them, you can break them. That's what I said. You can join them back together. When they're warm, you can attach them to any shape of surface. You can bend them in their way, and you're not ruining the lovely details of it. So that works perfectly fine. So let's see. We have that big thing in the middle down there, which is this one. So gentle, 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 gentle. So I'm going to put that down here to add my hands are not big enough. I don't want to ruin it. So you can see, okay, I'm adding the glue on here just to make sure the surface is nicely covered. I can just turn the cradle down a little. It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. And as I said, they need about the same time to cool down like they needed to heat up. So there we go. And the other side, get some more glue. Glue, glue. Glue, glue, glue. Glue, glue, glue. So, oops, yep. I just meant to say, this is something I like to close straight away because this tiny lid is easy to lose. So, as I said, make sure you have the back nicely covered with glue. It dries in. When you heat it back up, it'll be reactivated. So, and it dries clear at the end. It is white when it is soft, which is wet, which is a nice thing that you can see where you've put it, and when it has dried. So got a glue on the floor now. So now I will check on the middle of let's see. Let's see. You could even bend those, slightly up or something like that, but I don't want to have that. I want to have that straight. And further up. Sorry, I've got my head in the way now, but I want to check that I've got the right. I have it like, as I said, I like my projects that you can see it's handmade at the end. It doesn't need to be like 100% perfect, but I think this is pretty much okay. Yes, you think so too? Then throw it down. Okay. Now I'm committing. I'm really pushing it on here and getting my heat gun in to warm that up. Hello, my darling. Yeah, alles gut. Oops, oh, Entschuldigung. So if your ornament is still nice and warm, you don't need to reheat it, but with me, with all the talking and stuff, it is cooling down. So I just want to make sure that it really snuggles itself on the surface. And don't miss that step, snuggling it on. Even when you have like a surface, I mean, this is a factory finish, so this is, honestly, you would expect it to be completely straight and flat. But most of the time, even a mirror, even a window is not. Plus, the WoodUBend might have had from laying around, it's not like completely flat. Like this, you really make sure that you are snuggling it onto the surface. It's got like good contact to it, and when you've painted it, that it looks like it was never anybody anywhere else. That it was like handcrafted on the bit. Taking some excess glue off. And there you go. So now we can go to the sides. So as this was some chalk. I was marking it with some Taylor's chalk. I have that around, especially when I do my whimsical checks or something like that, hand painted. I use that because you can just like wipe it off with some some water. I'm just taking the excess glue off. That's it. And even with that, you're not harming the ornament at all. So that's it. So that's on. Now, let's go to the side. Let's move to the side. So this is very light, this piece. This is very light. Because you got always on there also. Have the sides here. Summer in Spain. Thank you, Kerstin. I'm happy you like it. Cloudy and rainy in Vienna. Yeah. How was it here today? It was somewhere in between. So this is not this piece. Let's get this on. We had rain today. We had sun today. We had everything. It's like almost like It's almost like April weather. But it's not too cold. It's not too cold. It's not too cold. So, so there you go. As I said, make sure you have the back covered nicely with glue. And afterwards, you can paint those with any paint you can think of. You could even use stains, as they behave like wood. They would take on stains also. You can work with water-based paints. You can work with oil-based paints. That all goes nicely with the WoodUBend. You can use metallics. Posture got like lovely pigments and metallics. So there you go. Nicely covered. And then eyeball. So as I said, this is the nice thing about that glue. It grips pretty much and it leaves, you don't have to push it completely on there. So shall I measure just for fun? Shall I measure just for fun? Let's see, that's 29. It'll be 14 and a half. Bam, that's right on the spot. 14 and a half right to the middle there. Yes. Sometimes eyeballing works with me. It probably won't on the other side now because I was cheeky. Probably somebody up there will tell me not to be. So, but even so, it worked out this time. Okay, get the excess glue, the main excess glue. There's like a little bit much on the side here. I'll take that off. I'll reheat it because I can feel that it's, it's already stiffening it up. You see? Every guy watching me is eyeballing stuff. He's probably thinking, what the heck is she doing? And probably some of you ladies also. Who is a measurer type? Tell me, are you measuring or are you eyeballing your things? Are you measuring or are you eyeballing? Tell me. Tell me. I'm nosy. I'm eyeballing. I'm used to that from my t-shirt making also. If I would measure every t-shirt I make, you know, if I have like a load of t-shirts to be done, I'll be there forever. I couldn't do that. So, and as I said, at the end of the day, it is handmade, and I don't like people. I mean, I don't like it to be completely wonky. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, this I would like to have that. I would do something about it, but it's slightly off or something like that. This is not a factory finish. This is handmade, my friends. So whatever you do, it is handmade, guys, and you are also talented, guys. I know that. I've seen some of your stuff. It's beautiful. So what do you think? Is that pretty or is that pretty? Ever so sweet. Michelle, I mean, you have a great gift then. So, as I said, it sometimes works really well for me, and sometimes I'm completely off. You know, it's like either spot on or it's completely off. You know, I can't get it like somewhere in the middle. I don't know. So, but even so, I'm eyeballing, and there's nothing you can you can't change. So, I have this one. Let's see. This is about my thumb. My thumb, turn it around. Always something in the way, isn't it? Make sure I'm throwing the plastic on the griddle. That back there. What's the time? 38 minutes. We're gonna get that on, and I think I'm gonna let you go then. I think I'm going to take off the glue off the floor first. My cats have sticky feet. I'm going to need some more glue. So I just got like one of those little glass jars you can clean out afterwards. When you clean it in the sink, make sure you have loads of water run behind it, you know, so that it doesn't block your drains. Last bit. Another one on the other side. It's nice and bendy. It's nice and warm. And hi, Brenda. Hi to Colorado. Sorry. My brain is quicker than my tongue is quicker than my brain. This way around. My tongue is quicker than my brain. But you find a lot of artistic people that they rather eyeball than measure. So, and guys, if you don't know, my friend Kerstin, which is on here, she is, what's it? I asked that before. What's it called in English? What do you do, Kerstin? Jewelry maker. I'm sure there's a nicer word for it. What's it called in English? What's it called in English? So this is always like some time between me talking and you answering. I don't know, this is just weird. I'm sure Kerstin is still there. Covering that up. Yeah, jewelry maker. Okay. So, and do you see this ring? Oh, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take that off. Do you see this ring? Do you see this little seahorse? That's what she made me. Instagram. And I have that. Oh my goodness. I have that now. Kerstin, when did I come to? This was the first or the second year of me being in Neuhof, and this was in 2006, 2007 probably. You probably know better when you had those seahorses and stuff, but I think that's around that time. So this piece, this ring was going through a lot with me. So I'm wearing that every day. I'm wearing that every day. I'm wearing that for scuba diving. I'm wearing that for motorbike riding. I'm wearing that with all my crafting. So I'm wearing that with all my crafting. Let's see. I'm off or not. I think this might have to go a little bit to the right from where I'm standing. No? Spot on. Spot on. Spot on. So, okay, I'm going to reheat that as this is already cooled down. I've been talking too much. You've just seen me putting my thumb there like that. I've done that on the other side just to see if I have it like on about the same height. That's what I like to do. Use my fingers and stuff like that to. So now I can really snuggle that on. You can see, well, you can't really see because it's white underneath, but there's some of the glue squeezing out on the sides. That is good to me. Which is good sign it's coming out. So there we go. So I would like to do something to the legs because they seem to me some sort of clumsy, but I'm not sure. I'm probably going to ask the WoodUBend Queen Solly what she thinks I can do to the legs without having it, having too much on it. So I don't want to cover the legs in there's my other brush. I don't want to. It's only 1 square meter I'm working at, and I'm probably the only person who can lose. Oh, there it is. It's sometimes just gotta change your perspective, don't you? Sorry, guys. I know I'm sometimes talking rubbish. Apologies for that. So, here you go. Now we're ready for the next step. What I didn't say before, you can paint the WoodUBends before you apply them, you can paint them afterwards. So this time I've chosen to paint them afterwards because the whole piece will be painted now basically in the color. Sometimes if you have like your piece already painted and you want to have them in a different color without messing it around, then you would paint them before you apply them. And depending on which, if you want to apply them on a round surface where you stretch them and stuff like that, you should make sure that you use a flexible paint. All the Posh Chalk paste and with the oh, like that. That looks sweet. That looks sweet. I think this is pretty. This is changing the whole piece already. So you should make sure that you have a flexible paint. So when you bend it around the edges and stuff like that, that the paint doesn't crack you when you paint it beforehand. If it cracks, if you have a crackly paint, you'll have to. You obviously have to repaint it. I'm just going to turn the acrylic off. wish. So, next step done. So I will keep the original hardware of this piece. I've taken it off before, as this is quite sweet. I'm going to clean that, and this is going back on here. So I'm thinking maybe I'll have like some flowers up there, but I don't want to have too much. I think this is pretty nice like that. I will check on that. 15 years ago, yes. God, time flies, doesn't it? Time absolutely flies. Yeah. So, I mean, this has been in, scuba diving with me, seawater, like saltwater diving, freshwater diving, cold water diving, motorbiking, whatever. I'm wearing that every day. If I forget it to put it on in the morning, I feel naked. So I love that. And she really had trouble to get that around my finger because my fingers are pretty skinny. I call them spider fingers. And she managed to get that around them. So she does really beautiful stuff. I also have a lovely necklace, which I only put on at special occasions. And I got like 2 more seahorses. As you guys know, I'm into seahorses a lot. So, my friends. Okay, so Nina is tired. You've been a long time with me, listening to my talking. I really appreciate you being here, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you like what we've done tonight. You can pimp up any project with those WoodUBends. They make a hell of a lot difference. This piece is like a modern piece, and we turn that a little bit, give that a little bit more interest. So this is slick stick on here. This has been slick sticked. And next week we will decide on the colors. I haven't quite decided on the colors. So I'm jumping back and forth between whatever. We do that next week, guys. I really appreciate. I can see some hearts. Thank you so much. Instagram, thank you. That's sweet. Thank you. Guys, if you haven't done it yet, please pop over to my page and leave me a like, and please check me out on Instagram. This is so important for me that you give me a follow on those channels, and support me in this way, for doing those lives. If you enjoyed, I hope so you do, and I hope I can inspire you a little bit. For those who don't know me, my name is Angela, and I'm the owner and creative energy behind Elfen und Helden. There's a bit of a squeaky voice tonight. Apologies for that. I've got a little bit of a cold, but I'll be fine next week. Guys, I'm wishing you a lovely evening, day, afternoon, wherever you're watching from. I mean, it is evening over here. And I'm wishing you a lovely weekend. You stay safe. I'll be back next week. I'm not quite sure. I'm moving shops at the moment. I'm closing down my golf business at the moment. I'm moving shops. Dixieville has decided that no retailers will be allowed or will do any more lives on their main page. So I haven't put my name down for the Talkman 101 page yet, because I want to wait till I've moved, and I want to see if I can change the times a little bit, not like for me always in the middle of the night doing those lives. That'll be a little bit of more help. So, my friends, you take care. Good night, Michelle. I will kiss the kitties from you. I will always do. They always say, thank you, Michelle. You take care, Anya. Thank you so much, Kerstin. I hope you like what I do with your piece. Sissy, thank you for being with me. And also Instagram, Nicole is there. Thank you so much for those hearts. That's so sweet. Take care. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys. Bye.